People have always adored pandas, from ancient China to the present. The world can't get enough of these fuzzy creatures, whether they're in popular snacks, animated films, or your Instagram feed. However, they are more than just China's mascot. Human activity once threatened the extinction of pandas, which now number less than 2,000 individuals worldwide. With these panda facts, you can get a closer look at these rare animals. Here is the 15 fun facts about pandas. 1. A panda year is equivalent to 3 human years. In terms of life expectancy, a panda year is roughly equivalent to 3 human years. Giant pandas live in the wild for 18 to 20 years and in captivity for 25 to 30 years. Xinqing in Chongqing Zoo was the world's oldest giant panda at 38 years and 4 months. That is equal to 115 human years. 2. Black and white bear, symbol of peace and harmony. A panda's body is entirely made up of black and white colors. Black fur surrounds their eyes, ears, and feet. The remainder of its fur is white. Many Chinese philosophers believe that the universe is composed of 2 opposing forces known as yin and yang. As a result, the giant panda, with its contrasting black and white fur, is a perfect example of this philosophy. Furthermore, when they are balanced, the gentle nature of this black and white creature brings peace and harmony. 3. Pandas eat all the time. Pandas are the only bears that are full herbivores in practice. It's well-known fact about pandas that their diet is almost entirely bamboo. Pandas must eat almost constantly because the cellulose in bamboo does not produce a lot of energy. 4. Giant pandas can experience pseudopregnancy. A pseudopregnancy mimics a real pregnancy, but instead of giving birth at the end of it, a giant panda's hormones and behaviors return to normal. Mei Xiang is believed to have had at least 6 pseudopregnancies. 5. Pandas have the digestive system of a carnivore. The panda diet is typically composed of 99% bamboo. Although they already consume a large amount of bamboo to compensate for its low nutritional value, their bodies have been further specialized to meet their needs. Despite being herbivores, pandas evolved a shorter gut, which is typically found in carnivores. Pandas' digestive systems are designed in such a way that they can metabolize all of the nutrients they require to survive. 6. Baby pandas are born pink. Pandas are known for their distinct black and white coloring, but they are born without these colors. Newborn pandas, on the other hand, are mostly pink with a fine layer of hair. After about 3 weeks, their black and white coloration appears. Baby pandas are born blind and with weak limbs as well. As a result, baby pandas must stay in their nests for 2 months, completely reliant on their mothers for survival. 7. After giving birth, giant panda mothers don't eat for a very long time. Their focus during this time is nurturing and protecting their cubs, rather than eating. Scientists have observed giant panda mothers in the wild go as long as 1 month without eating or drinking. 8. Their signature coat offers camouflage. The panda is well known for its black and white coat, which is one of the reasons people think it is so cute. However, the panda's fur pattern allows them to blend in with both light and dark backgrounds, which is particularly useful in a bamboo forest. 9. Pandas will abandon a child if she has twins. Wild pandas typically have 1 cub, whereas captive pandas are more likely to have twins. If a mother panda has 2 cubs, she will only feed the one she believes is stronger. The other is left to its own devices. The reason for this is that a newborn cub is extremely vulnerable. Cubs begin eating bamboo around the age of 12 months, but they are completely dependent on their mother until then. Female pandas in the wild do not have enough milk or energy to care for 2 cubs. When a cub is about 1.5 years old, it stays with its mother until she becomes pregnant again. If the mother does not conceive, the cub will remain with her until it is 2.5 years old. 10. Pandas like climbing trees and can swim. Giant pandas are good tree climbers. They can climb trees from 7 months old. In the wild, giant pandas, particularly cubs, climb trees to avoid their enemies and survey their surroundings. As it is safer in a tree, many giant pandas like to sleep in trees. Sometimes, they just climb to look at the scenery. Giant pandas are bears, and like other bears, they can swim. 11. Pandas are real bears. Scientists have long debated the panda's true classification because it shares characteristics with both raccoons and bears. A 1970 study on panda cellular molecules, however, officially confirmed pandas as real bears. As a result, pandas have been classified as ursidae since the study's conclusion. 12. There are 2 panda subspecies. The majority of pandas on the planet today are members of the commonly recognized panda subspecies, which are primarily found in China's Sichuan region. However, there is a rarer subspecies of panda that only lives in the Qinling Mountains of China's Shaanxi region. These special pandas are slightly smaller than the common giant panda and have brown and white fur rather than black and white. Neither of these panda subspecies is the same as the red panda, which is the giant panda's distant cousin. The red panda is an endangered species that lives in the Himalayan mountains, Nepal, and China. 13. Pandas have lived on Earth for 2 to 3 million years. The giant panda, dubbed a living fossil and a national treasure, appeared abruptly during the late Pliocene or early Pleistocene, perhaps more than 2 to 3 million years ago. Panda fossils have been discovered in Burma, Vietnam, and, most notably, Western China. 14. Pandas have 5 fingers and a thumb-like nub. Giant panda has 5 fingers and 1 nub that resembles a thumb. Pandas are descended from carnivorous mammal ancestors, as evidenced by the numerous characteristics they share with bears, dogs, and other relatives. What appears to be its thumb is actually a wrist bone called the sesamoid, which grew until it protruded from one side of its forepaw. The muscles that control the bone have been rearranged so that it can now move similarly to our opposable thumb. The thumb-like nub is not a finger, but it is essential for grasping the bamboo. 15. Pandas prefer to be alone. Another feature in common with their relatives is that giant pandas are solitary creatures. Pandas do not usually live with their families. Female pandas have their own territories and prefer to be alone. Except during mating season, this also applies to males. Female pandas raise their cubs on their own after mating.